sea of dreams are low. Nobody's gonna hold me underneath. You don't gotta believe in me. I know who I wanna be. You don't gotta believe in me. Gotta believe in me. Gotta believe in me. Gotta believe in me. You don't gotta believe in me. You don't gotta believe in me. Gotta believe in me. Gotta believe in me. Money to give up. Oh no, I will not fall.
Larry Ridley, you're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. We should have a good one on tap here today. It's the Titans coming in at...
Thank you, Larry. We welcome everyone to the Music City, just a stone's throw from the Country Music Hall of Fame. We are at Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the San Diego Chargers and the Tennessee Titans. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And leading them out, their veteran quarterback. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So a little jumpy there defensively. Ref caught him in the neutral zone. 5-yard penalty. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out. And a 5-yard penalty.
False start, offense.
Now Mason. Oh, he shifts past him. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll run again with Mason. Look at the spin. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Mason. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Second down, 8. Now they run. It's Mason. And he's got room. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They'll run here with Mason. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, but they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Here's Allen. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up the play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
A dump off for Mason. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Fresh set of downs here.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So a first down and 5 for the offense. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got time in the pocket. Incomplete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Kyle Rudolph doing his job and making another nice catch. Come on, it's the month of December. You knew he was going to be there, right?
I knew you were going to go there. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, the person carrying the ball is always the easy target when things aren't going so well. But I think it's a combination with the Chargers. They've got to get the offensive line going in order to improve those numbers from last year. They weren't very good running it, partner.
No, they were bottom of the AFC, 2nd to last in the entire NFL. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
Over the middle here to Rudolph. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 3rd and 1. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
Too quick to the trigger that time. Neutral zone infraction, and that'll cost him 5 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. A long drive here. Play 12 coming up for the offense.
A nickel set shown by the Titans on 3rd down.
Thinking pass. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback.
Back now to begin the 2nd quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football, and they've got it here with a first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Kyle Rudolph, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. And he's a reliable target. He's more than that, though. Hey, look, I'm not going to say he's the best tight end in the league, but he's solid.
Yeah, because he's able to block, and that's almost a lost art for a number of the tight ends in the league now, because the most popular guys are almost what we call move tight ends, more like receivers. But those guys who can do it all, there's still a place for them in the NFL.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. On the return now, it's Josh Huff. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. They'll come out in the pistol. Now a first carry here for Robinson. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Again, it's Robinson. Uses this stiff arm. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down at about the length of the football.
Check.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
On the toss, here's Robinson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
One of the toughest things for an offensive lineman to learn is the ability to get in space and hit people who are moving targets. And linebackers are not easy ones to hit because they know how to move, juke, and make you miss. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A nice play for the defense.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Third down now following the completed pass. Throwing on 3rd down, Romo, and able to complete it to Green Beckham. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
10 yards still left on 2nd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. A beautiful fake. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down.
Set, right 18. Check.
Back to throw. Romo. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. His tight end, Jordan Cameron, the intended target. And it's 4th and 4.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
Let's go now.
On 4th down, Romo. This will be caught just inside the 10. 12 yards is the pickup there, and the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. They'll run here with Robinson, and he is going to lose yardage here. So a loss of... and it'll be 2nd down. And time for us to take a break here in the booth. Back to Tennessee after this. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Grant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
So that one, a 13-play drive in total. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
The former Bill, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. And complete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Let's go.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this is going to be caught along the sideline. Nicely done, but right at the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now on 4th down, the 2014 NFL leader is a rookie in yards per punt. Tress Way on to kick it. Pulled it. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Titan football. And the Titans getting set to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Time to tighten up the seatbelt just a little bit, partner, because that was a safety that crashed in there and made that play behind the line of scrimmage. How about that pursuit?
White 18. White 18.
Here's Romo now on second down. This one complete left side to Green Beckham. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on third down. Again, we'll see the pistol here. 3rd and 2, it's Romo. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for Dorial Green Beckham, and that brings up 4th down.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Here we go.
Here we go on 4th. Romo. And able to find Decker. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. This will be caught inside the 10. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. In the red zone this time. Throwing again is Romo. This will be caught at about the 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here. Romo throwing again. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now from back at the 9 after that last play, this is 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Black 35. Black 35. 56.
Now Romo on 3rd and goal. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Eric Decker in the final seconds of the first half. And the Titans have taken the lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we have reached half. All right, hang on here. We'll jump over halftime. Just let the system and graphics catch up. Okay, all set. 3rd quarter now. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the Chargers, their defense heading back out there. They are down on the scoreboard as we begin the second half and looking to avoid a bigger deficit.
And I could just hear the coaches now. I can hear the head coach. Guys, first 5 minutes. First series of the second half. offense or defense, you've got to set the tone.
They'll try to set that tone here.
Well, that's the desired outcome coming out here in the second half, of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage. And they want that to continue. Way too early to think about this being ball control time. But the way they're running it, you got to think they may want to continue that and see if they can go ahead and grind their opponents into submission.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Set. Right 20. Right 20. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Romo here on 1st down. Right side, there's Decker. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Corey Grant, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Not only touchdown number 2 for him, but a big run to boot. However, still trailing.
Still trailing, but not because of his efforts. Well, he's playing really well, and I love his long speed there, right? Able to get out there and burst all the way to the end zone, and smart enough to keep the ball in his hands and get into the end zone for the touchdown. In 2016, on all levels of football, we're seeing guys drop it before the goal line. What's the rule, Brandon? Run into the goal.
post. That's right.
Before you drop
taught
the
me
ball.
that.
There you go.
A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Finding time. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. That one was intended for John Brown. And it's third down. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call or get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
A dump off for Mason. And the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field. And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
They come up in an offset eye. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And all the way in. Touchdown, San Diego. Kyle Rudolph with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chargers have made this a 1-score game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land and air. Because right now, we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
And this is going to be caught? No, they say it's incomplete.
That's a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on it a little bit more.
He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was impressive by the defense. They just got hit for a big pass play, and instead of rushing out and getting back deep to cover, they played their techniques, saw the run develop, and ran to it and made the play.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
They'll let the fullback try and pick it up. This is Anthony Sherman. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third is we're through. Back now in Nashville. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the 4th quarter. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Let's go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. And brought down there by a pair of Chargers on the stop. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell him, instead of getting the steak stars, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
Here's Romo. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Barry Church. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. Again, it's Mason. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that 1st down pass.
They'll set up to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on, you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
Time starting to run out here in the 4th. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. Surveying the field. It's caught. Lockett. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Again, he'll drop to throw. And right side caught, Hogan. That catch good for 5. It's third down. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. And quickly, they get to the line. Back to throw. And open here is Hogan. He's got it. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's go.
He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. As they run the counter play. Stays on his feet. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Another pistol look here. Romo going to throw it. Green Beckham has it over the middle. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Let's go now.
And now here's a carry heading left. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Grant, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
A drive there of just 4 plays, and it ends with a Tennessee score. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Titans defense, they get ready. They take the field again. And they dug down last drive on 4th down, got the stop on their side of the field. You play defense, Charles. How huge is that on this drive?
Can't even really quantify it because you're talking about field position, momentum, that element of feeling like we're the tougher team, because when you stop someone on 4th down, in a sense, you're imposing your will on the other team, and that's exactly what they did, and that should permeate through the rest of the ball club.
Yeah, now who will impose on this drive? And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it,
Here we go.
Comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And they get up on it quickly and spike it with just a little over 50 seconds to go. And Charles, in this situation, this is where the word miracle comes into play.
Have to score real fast, maybe throw a jump ball in the end zone and hope for the best.
They'll look to throw again. And he will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. And now they're in the hurry-up. And the spike will come with 34 seconds to go. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Back to throw again. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation. Instead, tried to get all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long, thought he needed the deep pass, couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty down.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by J-Ron Hosley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do